Hi Stitchy friends, welcome to Cross My Stitches. This is Jackie, and I know it's been a long while since I videoed. It's been well over a month. I think it was maybe May 11th the last time that I videoed, so it's been quite a while. I'm sitting out in my back patio again today because y'all love the view. So I thought I'd try to do this again so everybody could see the beautiful outdoors, and it's sunny right now, but it's supposed to rain later. Most of the time when I have a day off, it's always pouring rain, and I've wanted to shoot this video for quite a while, but I keep, when the day comes, it's either rainy or it's like I just don't have the energy to shoot the video, so I end up saying, oh, I'll do it next time, and I don't do it. I've got my little vote pin on today because here in Kentucky we have voting on June 23rd, and which is tomorrow, and my husband and I already voted. We did early voting, and Going to show you my I voted pin that I made. That was a freebie from Ink Circle, so I'll show that. I am going to shoot this in segments because I have so much to show, and it is impossible for me to bring it all out on the back patio at once, so I'm going to do it a little bit at a time, and hopefully we can get through this and I won't forget too many things because I'm just kind of shooting it off the cuff. So it has been, I've had a lot of anxiety and stress, and that's probably why I haven't videoed at all. It's been, work has been quite stressful, not as far as, it's just what we're going through right now. The whole, what America is going through right now has really weighed heavy on my mind, and work is super busy. The store is constantly packed in lines at the registers to check people out. It's non-stop from the time that I walk in the door till the time that I leave, and it does become very stressful. I will talk about personal things later on for those of you that are just here for the stitching. Let's share the stitching, and then if you want to hear a life update, I will do that at the end so that the people that just want to hear the stitching will catch that. So I brought out with me 3 FFOs, fully finished objects. All 3 of them, nope, I'm sorry, I'm going to take that back. One of them is an old finish that I had put up in the motorhome when I was traveling. For those of you, and I know I have lots of new watchers since I've left the RV. When my husband and I are in the RV, I did do stitching in the RV. You can go back on the past episodes and look for the episodes that show the RV, and you'll see the traveling we did in the motorhome and the stitching that I did there. But I did one piece that was called Life's Good, Live the Journey. And it is by Designs by Lisa. I no longer have the pattern on any of these. I have gifted them to other stitchers. I think it's awesome to pass the stash when you're able to do that. Not everybody can afford to constantly buy patterns and search for patterns. When we were in Florida, I certainly could afford to buy anything that I wanted. Now that we're here in Kentucky, and I'm starting to get a dry throat already. I'm sorry. Now that we're here in Kentucky, I'm working a job making a lot less pay, but it's a lot less stressful for me, so I can't afford to buy all the things all the time. And so when I'm able to pass things on to people that really want to stitch them, I like to do that. So this one is, I wanted to show, I had taken it out of the RV and I remounted it to put in the house, and it sits over my front door because you have that little, they used to call them transoms when you had the window over the front door, but that spot right above the front door where this would fit. So this is what I did, and this is a piece of wood that I had gotten from Hobby Lobby on clearance. So I don't know how far back I'll be able to hold this, but you can see it's quite long. There's the whole thing, and I got this piece of wood for, what does it say? $7.49. It was like a $30 piece of wood, and there's the whole thing. It's hard to hold the whole thing up in the frame, but I remounted it on a couple of pieces. I put it on some what's that, homespun. So I did put it on homespun. I've got cording running around it that I made myself, and then I mounted it to the board, and it has beads on it for the flowers. I'm just gonna go slowly trying to see so you can see. And there it is. So just love this piece, and it hangs over my front door. So that's the first one. The second one was a chart that I borrowed, and it is a Blackbird Designs called Home of the Brave. And I stitched this, and in the original chart it shows it as a monochromatic piece. If I can find a picture of the chart, I will post it here. And then this is how my picture looks, and I framed it, and I did mine in color. So this is how it looks. And I just love this piece. You can see it says 2020. That's when I completed it. And I did the flag in red, white, and blue. And everything is in color instead of the monochromatic. The alphabet is in the gold along with the date. I don't know how well that's showing up on the camera because I've got like a fuzzy glare, but hopefully you guys don't have that. And it's in a black frame. So that is my Blackbird Designs Home of the Brave. And then my last one is also a Blackbird Designs. This one is called America the Beautiful. Again, this was a chart that I borrowed from someone, and I did my own color conversion because I like all my red, white, and blue, my patriotic designs, to be pop with color. I want to see the red, white, and blue. I don't want it to be muted at all. And most of the designs that are really cool are primitive looking, and I didn't want primitive. Again, I got this frame at Hobby Lobby, and I paid, let's see, $6.24 for the frame at Hobby Lobby, and there it is. And it is just a gorgeous design. I used all different types of flosses on this: Victorian Moto, Gas, Gentle Arts, Sampler Threads is gassed. I might have used 1 or 2 Weeks dye works on it, but I absolutely love how it came out. It is hanging on my patriotic wall, and I'm excited to have it finished. So those are 3 of my FFOs. I have another one to show you, and this is a freebie pattern, and it is by Ink Circles. If you go to their website, I believe you can still get this on their website, but it is my I Voted pin. So there it is there. And I made it in an oval, and those are just DMC colors. I made a red, white, and blue cording that goes around it, and then tied it at the bottom. And then on the back, I've got red, white, and blue stars fabric and a pin. And so I've been wearing this off and on for the last week because my husband and I did vote this past week on early voting, and I love it. So if you're looking for that design, definitely go over to Ink Circles and check out and see if you can get their freebie pattern. If you can't find it on there, I may try to post a link below in the description box, down in the comment, where we leave all our little information, and see if I can find it and post it there. I'm not making any promises, but I'll try. And so that's that. I do have one other FFO, but I'm going to wait to show that when I'm showing my FOs, because it is a companion piece to another piece, and I want to show you what they're going to look like finished. So I want to do that. So I think that's all I have that's FFO'd. Nope, I've got one other item, and again, I'll show that when I'm showing FOs and whips. I'll show that item as well, because it's there's 3 designs that correlate or match together. So I've got one FFO'd, one FO, which is finished object, and then one is a whip, work in progress. So I'll show those. So I'm going to stop here because I got to put this stuff in the house and bring out all of my FOs and my whips. So I'll be back in a minute. Try to get this to stop working. Okay, so I've drug out all my FOs and my whips and stuff, and we'll go through those things. So the first thing I wanted to talk about was Stitch Mania. For Stitch Mania for May, I was going to do 20 new ornament starts for the month of May, and I got about 5 done and I just fell off the Stitch Mania bus. I will tell you that for some strange reason, if I make any plans or commitments to do anything, I feel the need to defy myself and not do that. That's how I feel. I don't know why, but as soon as I make those plans, they are not gonna happen. So I have to stop announcing what my plans will be because I just can't follow through with them. I feel like a rebellious teenager that I have to rebel against my own plans. So I don't know why that is, but I do. But I wanted to share at least the 5 items that I started for Stitch Mania. So and my plan was Monday through Friday I was going to do 1 start a day, Monday through Friday for the 4 weeks. And then on the weekends, I was going to work on a Saturday and Sunday, I was going to work on an older whip. And I had all that planned out. And like I said, it just went right in the toilet, literally in the toilet. Within 5 days, 7 days, it was in the toilet. So let's talk about the 5 things that I did start on Stitch Mania. So the first one was, and I have to show you pictures on my phone because I can't find the other pictures and I don't know how well this is going to show, but we'll see. The first one was Snowman Mitten. It was from the Cricket collection, and this is the, oh yeah, this is not going to be good. This is not going to be, nope, good. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. You probably can't. Here, let's do this. I'll post a picture right here of the booklet. I do have it, cannot find it right now because I'm so disorganized in my room, and I'll talk about that later. I'll post a picture here. And so, I did finish it. I didn't finish it the first day, but I did finish it before the end of May, and here it is. And his little eyes are beads. And I chose not to put the mouth in. The eyes and the mouth were supposed to be done in French knots. And because this design is so small, it's only like 2.5, 2 3/4 inches. I just couldn't get it to do what I wanted it to do. So I chose not to put a mouth at all. I just put his eyes in beads and stitched him up. And love him. I'm going to make him into a little mitten. And I brought along another FFO of another mitten that I did, and how they're going to look because I fully finished this one, and this is what it looks like. It's an actual mitten. This is the cat one. I can't remember what this is called, cat mitten maybe, and it is an actual mitten. I can put my finger down in it. It's a little mitten. So this is done very much the same way as the Christmas stockings, except for that it's really micro-sized. And the few things that I did learn about it was that, number one, I have to be more careful on how I sew the hanger because unfortunately on this one I got it caught in the seam. So I'm not going to fix it. It's caught in there. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it is caught in there. It makes it a little wonky, but I'm not going to fix that. And then the second thing that I learned is whatever this background fabric is, or the color that I stitch around the item, I need to make the fabric very similar in color, because as I stitch it, as you can see, some of the white is showing, and I don't like that. I want it to look like you can't see it. So I definitely will be doing the snowman, and see I stitched the snowman one in white too. So that's a problem because I'm going to have that same issue when I go to sew this, because I don't want to sew in too far that I lose all this little detail here. So I will try to match up the next ones I do. I'm going to try to match up the fabric to the color that I'm stitching so that I don't have that problem. But they're so freaking cute. My little finger goes in it because it's open inside, and I love it. It's going to hang on my tree. I'm going to make a bunch of these. They're going to hang. Whoops, it's windy here right now, so if the camera's rocking, I apologize. It is I'm filming right now on my iPad, and my iPad's on an arm, and if I lean on this table I'm probably rocking you, so I got to get off the table. But I wanted to show both of those to you, and that was That was my first start in Stitch Mania and a finish as well. My second one was, and I gotta look now because I'm looking on my Instagram account because I can't remember. Okay, the second one was my Snow Cardinals, which is this one. I happen to have this one with me. And this is a Just Nan design. It was one of those limited edition kits, I think from 2009, yeah, from 2009. And I'm just doing this as an ornament. I'm not doing it on a box. And it is, I'm looking for it here. Here he is. And this is the design. So I got three, I'm gonna put it on the back of here. I got three of the little cardinals started. And I haven't backstitched them at all or anything. And I'm sorry again about the rocking on here, but it's getting a little windy, so the camera's gonna rock. So there's those. So that was my second start. Get away, fly. My second start. My third start was, gotta go back to my camera again, was poinsettias. Poinsettias. That was I think I have a thing for that too. Hold on. Where is it? There it is. This one is a Brita Cup Designs. And again, I'll post a picture here what it's supposed to look like and where. And anything that I'm posting a picture of, these are designs that came out of Just Cross Stitch Magazine's Christmas issues. So that's where I got these at. So this is, and I was able to get this finished. Hold on, let me get something to back it. And I finished this one as well. And as you can see, the center is beads. And I used the called for colors on this, which I believe this is Cinders from Gentle Arts, and I want to say that is Green Shutter. And love that. These are all ornaments I'm going to have to get finished. The next one that I finished, or I started, was a star. And again, I'm going to have to post a picture here. And this one I didn't finish yet, but it has a lot of cryneck or petite. I'm probably using petite treasure braid on this, but this is where I'm at with it. And as you can see, this is all petite treasure braid gold, and I've just got the border going. I think I've only worked on this twice, so that's as far as I've gotten on it. So I'll try to pull this one out again in another couple weeks, maybe during July when I'm doing Christmas stitching in July. And then the last one that I did is Nothing is Impossible, and I don't remember who it's by, but I'll post it here. Again, it's out of Just Cross Stitch Magazine, one of the previous issues. And this one I also finished, and there it is. And I used the called for colors on it. So that is about as far as I got on my Stitch Mania with my new starts. I didn't get anything else started. Oh, I take it back. I did start something else, but it wasn't part of my Mania plans, because when I blew the Mania plans out the window, I was just doing whatever I wanted. Once that happened, I was like, okay, I just need to do what I feel like stitching and forget the plans, because I don't feel like doing the plans now because I blew them out the window. So what else have I been working on? And this is kind of gonna be just show you as I go, because I have so much sitting in front of me that it's gonna be impossible for me to have any organization involved in it. So I will start with, let me see. I'm looking for something in particular. This is what I'm looking for. So this is more of my patriotic stitching, and since this involves a 3-part series, I'm going to show it first. And many of you have seen these. These have been out for quite a while. And so I'll start with the first one that I finished, which was Little House Needleworks Land of the Free. And these were little chart packs. They came with the floss, and you bought the floss, you got the chart for free kind of thing. And I did not use the colors that came with it because, again, I have to pop up my, or you know, I have to make my red, white, and blues pop. So I changed out the colors on it. And I also, this is an FFO. So this is how it is finished. And there it is. So the colors, if you're interested in the colors, I'll post them below. And I'm sorry if my eyes keep wandering because I keep looking at myself, which makes me look like I'm looking away from the camera. And then when I look towards the camera, I don't know, I keep bobbling back and forth. So if I'm trying to see what I'm showing, it's hard to look at the camera. So I apologize if I'm not looking straight at you. I'm not used to just filming on the iPad. But this is Land of the Free. And it is backed with some blue check fabric. And this here was clearance trim that was from Michael's stores. I got it really cheap, and it looks like little rosettes all the way around. And there are all three of them will be done in this manner because I have a special way I want to frame them. So I'm not going to share that today, but that's number one. The second one that I did was Long May She Wave. Again, changed up the colors to match what I wanted. And this is it right here. And this is my finish. It's nice and bright, red, white, and blues. I haven't FFO'd this one yet. And then my last one is, and it's a current whip now, which is Home of the Brave. And again, changing out the colors on that. And that one is right here. This is where I'm at with it. I'm working on the house right now. So there it is. So really thrilled to get these done because I have such a special finish in store for them, and I'm not going to share it this time. I'll share it hopefully by the next time I video that I'll be able to share it. My glasses keep sliding because I'm sweating out here. It's hot today and I need a drink. I need a drink. But I thought y'all would enjoy the outdoors instead of seeing my walls. So I have a special finish for these. Let's get back to what I was talking about. So I'm excited to be able to share that with you, but I'm going to wait. Will it get done before the 4th of July? I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to try. I'm going to try. And if nothing else, then I will post it to my Instagram and maybe on Facebook, on one of the groups. We'll see. But really excited to get that done. So that's one. I did start another one of my manias, but I didn't do it at any particular time, so I'm not counting this as part of my manias. But this one here, Lizzie Kate, Land That I Love, it was gifted to me from a stitcher in one of the groups that I belong to. And this is where I'm at with it so far. I'm stitching this, and I didn't even talk about what I stitched all these on, so I'm horrible at this lately. All of these are done on 36 count Arctic. That's what all these are stitched on. They're like a bluish gray. So those are all stitched on Arctic. All the other little ornaments that I stitched, they were all little scraps, so I couldn't really tell you what they're stitched on because I just have little scraps and I pull them out and I stitch on them. This one here is stitched on a raw linen. I think it's a 32 raw or a 30. But so far I've just gotten the house in, and as you can see, I decided on the design, if you look at the house, the windows and the doors are not really outlined or anything, but I decided to outline mine to make it look like real windows. So that's where I'm at with that one. So I worked on that a little bit. I did have a new start. I was watching Brenda, the Handwork Maniac, and I'm looking for the right book, the thing for it, here it is. She was starting for one of her manias, the Cricut Collection Spring, and I'm like, oh, I have that kitted up, I want to do it. So the day that she started hers, I started mine, because I just had to. And I have to say that I'm not overly happy with it. I love the design, don't get me wrong. I chose a piece of fabric that is called Whisper Blue. It is a 32 count linen, and I think it's too light. I think it's too light. So this was my start. That's the letter I. And you can see I had to backstitch the birdhouse, the white parts, because it really blended in. You couldn't see it at all. So I have a feeling I'm going to restart this because I'm really not happy with this. And it needs to be a darker blue. If I'm going to do blue, or I need to do it on a dark yellow. So if the original pattern is done on a yellow, which looks really fabulous, love it. So I am debating what I'm going to do. Am I going to take this all out and re-dye this fabric darker? Or am I going to try to pick a different fabric? Because I feel like the fabric is much too light, because this pattern happens to have a lot of light colors, light greens, it has whites, light greens, pinks, and I think they're not going to show up the way I want them to show up. So this is on hold until I decide what I'm going to do. But I really just wanted to start it when Brenda started hers, so I did. I'm going to get it back in here. So that's that one. I'm just going to kind of toss these on the ground when I'm done. Let's see, what's next? This one's done. This one's done. I started One Nation, which is Bygone Stitches. And again, not happy with it. I don't know why I'm not happy with it. This is the pattern. You've seen many people working on this. Janet Jabber is the one who got me going on mine. I kept watching her working on hers, and I'm like, I really need to do this. This is 2020, year of elections. I need to get this done. I really love this piece. I would love to stick this on my patriotic wall. And so I said, I'm going to do it. So I got a piece of, what kind of fabric was this? I probably didn't keep a note. Bramble. It was bramble. Picture this plus bramble. And when I got it, it's a beautiful piece, but I didn't feel like it was dark enough. So I overdyed it with a little bit more gray so that I would get the color that I wanted. And then I decided I was going to use Sulky Petite threads, because if you haven't looked at the pattern at all, it calls for Classic Color Works, which are in 5-yard skeins, and you need about 24 of them in order to do the design. And I really didn't want to put out 24 times 3 to get, which is close to $73, just to get the floss to do this. And I knew I could do it in Sulky Petites, and it would be a lot cheaper. So I did. I started it in Sulky Petites, and I'm about to show it to you. And I just don't know. There's just something about it that I'm not happy with. But this is where I'm at right now. So there it is. I'm going to pull back far enough for you guys to see. And that's where I'm at. So I've got the red states all the way across done. And then I'm working on, you can see it's going to be Georgia there with the white. And there is my stars, which are really beautiful. And here it just looks gorgeous. It looks gorgeous. But when I look at it in light, when I have a light on it and I look at it, here it's gorgeous. But it just doesn't look like it shows up. So I may change my mind. I might keep it. I don't know. So I put it in timeout for the time being because I'm just not sure. But it is such a gorgeous piece. And I do love it. So tell me what you think. Continue. Do a change. I saw someone on Instagram, I think they're working it with Jamie's Kilt, which is a hand dyed by Stephanie, which is, it looks absolutely gorgeous on it. It's a darker fabric with some grays and blues, and it looks really fabulous. So I don't know. I've got it on hold because I just don't know if I'm happy with it, and I don't want to keep working on it if I'm not gonna love it. So I'm gonna hold off on that and make a decision what I'm going to do with it. But I really want to get this piece done because I really do love it. The next thing that I worked on was my husband's stocking, which is the Gold Collections Christmas sled stocking. Go this way. So there it is there. And the last time I worked on it, I had gotten all of this up here done, but I hadn't started on the sled at all. So now I've got, that's where I'm at. I hope you guys can see that. I'm sure you can see it. I've got all the sled done down here. Something is biting me on my leg, probably an ant, sorry. And then I've got this coming across here, so I've got the sled going. So I was really glad to get that done. These are difficult to work on. They really are, because they have a multitude of threads that it uses. Sometimes it's 2, 3, up to 6 strands you put on your needle to get the effect that they want to do. And it's difficult. It's tiring to stitch on it. But I really want to get this done for my husband. I would love to have this done by Christmas, but I honestly can't see that happening. Not this Christmas anyway. So that's where I'm at with that. My next one, let's see. So I got that. I haven't shown that yet. This one. This is Evergreen by Prairie Schooler. I've talked about this before. I've changed the design around and was going to make it into a pillow. And if I can find the picture of the pillow that I'm trying to replicate, that is from a stitcher that is on the Prairie Schooler the Facebook group. I hope she doesn't mind me posting this. I'm going to put the picture here. And it's just gorgeous. I love it. I did choose different motifs than she did. I am doing, and I'm trying to figure out what wording I want to put on the bottom. I know she did Merry Christmas. I would like to put Happy Holidays or winter something. But this is where I'm at with it. I've got all the things done off of it, and now I just need to finish the frame, the white frame, all the way around, and put the words on the bottom, and it'll be done. I'll put that, make that into a pillow. But I absolutely love it. It's just beautiful. I love it on this fabric. It was a 28 count, I believe, Monaco that I dyed myself, and I just love how it pops on this. It's just dark enough where all the colors pop on it, and it's just gorgeous. And I love all those little different animals that I chose. So definitely want to continue to work on this. I will have this done before Christmas. I will definitely have this one done before Christmas. So I look forward to showing that fully finished come this winter. Let's see what else I have. I started this a few weeks ago. I've only got a few stitches in it, but it was a freebie pattern from Plum Street Samplers. I'm going to show it quickly. It is a freebie if you go onto her site. I don't know if it's still there or not. It's called A Trifle from a Friend, so it's there. And I'm doing this with a Gentle Art Raspberry Parfait. And this is where I'm at with it. I only got a little part of the wing, so I need to get busy on this. So that's as far as I got with it, but I started it. I don't know, I may gift it to someone, we'll see. That's probably my plan when I started it, was to make it and gift it to a stitchy friend. So I gotta finish working on that and figure out who I'm gonna send it to. What else do I have? I have, that's something that I gotta show there. Lady of the Flag. So I've spent a little time on Lady of the Flag. She is looking awesome. The picture is right here. I'm sure everybody knows what Lady of the Flag looks like. I'm stitching mine on a 32 count We the People fabric that is from Fabric Flair, which is Stitchery Express. And this is where I'm at with it. I've gotten so much farther on the flag. As you can see, all this, let's see if I can grab this so I can show you. Probably not. All this flag from the Yellow up is what I've worked on. So you can see I've got quite a bit more done on the flag. I had to put her on timeout because I kept making, sorry, that's the air conditioner that just kicked in. Hopefully it's not on that long. But I'm sitting out on the patio, and of course the air conditioner is close to the patio. So anyway, I'll speak up a little more. You can see I've got almost to the top of the flag done. I just kept making stitching mistakes and having to pull them back out, so I chose to stop her for a little bit. That doesn't mean she has gone away for any length of time. I'm going to continue to work on her. This one I probably pull out once a month to work on. This is the pattern that Barb and Leanne from Lost and Floss had given me after she had finished hers, which is the Wintertime New York Dreamer. So of course every time I pull this out I think of Barb and Leanne, and still saddened by all that. I really can't talk about it more than that. I can't. But this is where I'm at with it. So I work on it, like I said, about once a month. I think it kind of keeps her memory alive for me to pull it out once a month and work on it while I'm thinking about her and Barb and their families and stuff. This is done on a piece of 28 count Oaken Lugana. And it was kind of odd when I got it because it is the dyeing process on it. You can see it's got a, I don't know if you guys can see that or not. It has a big piece of, you can't tell that way, a blank spot where it didn't get the modeling, but I kind of like it. I think it gives it a little character. And I am using some different colors. The white is not the called for color. I'm actually using, I think it's 38. No, I'm using white. So I'm using white. It didn't call for white, but that's what I'm using. So, like I said, I pulled it out this month. I'll pull it out again next month and work on it and see if I can't get it done before winter this year. And let's see, what else? Okay, so whoops, I just lost my, hold on. I lost my vote button. Hold on a minute, I gotta get it off the ground because it's gonna get, well, I'm gonna leave it there. I'll leave it there, I'll get it. I'm gonna show a few more things that I have worked on. I've got them on a board, so it's gonna make it a little easier to show them. The first one is Santa of the Forest, which I absolutely adore. And as you can see, I do quite a bit of Christmas and winter stitching because it is my favorite time of the year. And so, Santa of the Forest by Lavender and Lace. I absolutely love this Santa. My friend Kim Timmons in Florida. Hi, Kim. She's working on her Santa as well, and every time I see her work on hers, I get motivated to pull mine back out again if I'm not already working on it. So, and this is where I'm at. I am working on the wolf that's down here. So that's where I've been working. I'm kind of working my way across. I got all of this done. Since you haven't seen it, all this green and then all this gray. So just a beautiful, beautiful piece. I cannot wait to get this done. I don't know if I'll finish this before the winter, before Christmas this year. Probably not, but I do love it, love it, love it. The next one that I worked on is a Renato Parolin. It was from this book that I got off of Amazon called Best of Renato Parolin. And it is this design right here, which is the, let's see if I can flip it, it's the squirrel design. And I'm doing mine on a piece of, is it a linen? It is a linen that I hand dyed myself, and the floss is a DMC, and there it is. And since the last time I stitched on this, I had the squirrel done, but I got this in and I got all these leaves and stuff on this side, so one side of this design is done and I have one more side to go. And I really want to get this one done before autumn comes. And I want to get this hanging up in my dining room. And then the last thing that I have to show, put this away, is my Christmas garden, which is Blackbird Designs. And this design is, let me show you that. It's out of this book here, I'm sorry. Home for the Holidays, Blackbird Designs. I think that book is still available. And this is the pattern, Christmas garden. I have changed mine up. Mine will not say Christmas garden, it'll say winter garden. And all the colors that I'm using are much brighter, they pop more, and they are, I believe all of them are from Victoria Moto Sampler Shop. Those are the threads that I'm using. And this is where I'm at with it. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to rock the camera. Get you guys straightened out again. There we go. There it is. That's where I'm at. I gotta finish this whole side and I'll be 1/3 completed. So absolutely love it. Love the coloring. And probably will get this picked up again in July when I'm doing my Christmas in July stitching. But just absolutely gorgeous. So that's everything that I have worked on since the last time I saw you guys. It's a lot of stuff, but it's been a long time since I've videoed, so oh, I knocked my camera again. Sorry, don't make anyone sick. It's been a long time since I'll show here, I've got these out, let's show. Christmas garden, these are the colors I'm using. It is, I guess I'm using more than that. I got gassed, tarnished gold. I've got Victorian Motto, and I'm not sure, something Wheatfield, because I put a big hole in it. I got Victorian Motto, 'Tis the Season, Tortoise Shell, which is the green. And then Victorian Motto, 'Tis the Season, Poison Apple for the red. So those are the colors I was using for that, since I already had it sitting out here. Show that to you. And I'm gonna put you guys on hold again and grab and show my purchases, what I've been gotten in the last month or so. Not a lot of stuff, but I did get some stuff. And so I want to share that with you, and then I'll do a life update. I still have a drawing to do. We did I was giving away a pattern, which I'll show when I bring my stuff out. I think it's in with my stuff, which pattern I said I was giving away, which was a Blackbird Designs pattern. We'll do the drawing for the name of that person who's getting the giveaway, and we'll do a life update, and that will be about it. So I'm going to put you guys on hold again for just a second while I make a change of what I've got out here with me.